Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. This is going to be lovely. Very, very lovely. I just know it. I feel it. I feel it right in my bones. So here we go. This is my post-market wrap-up on this Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. Nice rally on Wall Street, especially for the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ put on nearly 4%, or like 323 points. Dow Jones Industrial Average put on 560 points. S&P 500, 3%. Anyway, all well and good. All well and good. It's out of control. As a matter of fact, I don't know how many of you caught, there was a guest on Fox Business earlier today, and the guy said this market makes no sense. Bravo, sir. Doesn't make any sense. And it won't as we move forward, unless, of course, you really know what's going on here. There's a lot of people who still remain in the dark, either deliberately or they just don't get it. They don't see what's going on around them. We understand. Actually, it got worse. We found out today that the Federal Reserve is increasing its purchases of commercial paper. What is this with regard to corporations? Well, they're basically going to help them finance short-term debt. That's what this big fancy word means here. You can't make this stuff up. We are literally living in an alternate reality. Nothing is real. Nothing makes sense, like that gentleman said on Fox Business, unless, of course, you know the core of it. You realize what the goal is. You realize what the takeover plan is by the World Central Bank, formerly known as the Federal Reserve. Then you get it. Then everything becomes crystal clear to you, and you can profit from this market. 5 out of 5 of my last trade alerts and buy recommendations have made substantial profits here. And bravo to all of you who have subscribed to my free newsletter, link in the description of this video, and have gotten my trade alerts and buy recommendations. You're all ripping the face completely off of this fake market. Bravo to you, bravo to me. But always remember, people, and I'm counting on you, pay it forward. Pay it forward. You make a profit off of one of my recommendations here. That's great. That's fantastic. Take a small percentage of that win, donate it to a charity that you believe in. We pay it forward. This is how we make a difference in the world. You understand? Very simple. And if you don't do this, obviously I can't do anything about it, but just know that I would be very disappointed. All right. So what do we know? Let's start off again real quick. Rally in the market, especially for the NASDAQ. Apple put on over 5%. Incredible. Dow 560 points to the good here. Gold ripped higher. Silver ripped higher. Cryptocurrencies were about flat. Now, crude oil. To say crude oil cratered would be the understatement of the year. It's down over 8% today. And it's, you almost have to laugh. You really do. So, I follow the mainstream channels all day long. I flip around to Bloomberg, CNBC, Fox Business, and I just go around them and I try to hear what they say. They all get the same script. They all get the same script. They say the same things. Now, some of the commentators on the mainstream channels, they're like, well, what happened to crude oil? Didn't we just get this historic production cut? I don't know if they think you are really that dumb or what they're trying to pull off here, because anyone out here, you didn't have to go to Wharton Business School to learn supply and demand. The president went there. He doesn't understand supply and demand. I already explained this to you. Anyone with just one functioning brain cell, just one, and even if that one cell was just maybe slightly working, maybe right here somewhere, or maybe, I don't know, over here, wherever, you knew that this production cut, historic, was going to be a big, fat, ugly zero. Number one, you knew because I told you before it happened. Number two, because we have a supply glut that is off the Richter scale. So historic deal turns out to be the biggest flop in the face, on the face of the earth. There's no doubt about it. And they just don't get it. You know, you turn on these channels, they're like, well, I don't understand. I don't get it. Da, da. I mean, they're mental midgets. They read a script. That's all they do. They can't think for themselves. And that's why I know you're here. If you are part of my team here, this is a global team. We're getting pretty big here. I know you can think for yourself. You know, let's talk about thinking for yourself real quick. I posted an article just maybe 10 or 15 minutes ago on my social network. So it looks like Walmart, Target, and Costco are now a test bed to see how much you can take. They're dictating to you what is essential to buy. People are getting angry about this. Why should a corporation or anyone be able to dictate to you what's essential to you? Understand what this is. It's a test bed because this is going to bleed off a lot further. This is the New World Order. This is the new America. I explained to you the last stage of tyranny is what they would do to you was take away your ability to think. Well, if they have removed your ability to choose what's essential to you, well, they removed your ability to think. I told you how this works. You don't want to believe me? Maybe you should do a little research on this your own. It's the same pathway to tyranny throughout history. 3 stages. Number 1, they take away your voice, your ability to speak. Number 2, they strike at your convictions or your beliefs. Number 3, they strike at your ability to think or your intellect. That's what they're striking at now. This is the death blow right before full-blown tyranny in this new America, this national socialist. That's what I've been calling it, but I think it has yet to be defined what it really, really is the New World Order. This is the hub. The Federal Reserve is the world central bank right now. They have taken over the planet. They're buying it all. They're now buying commercial paper like I covered earlier. And this is just the beginning. We haven't seen anything yet. We are marching straight into a full-on depression. We know that. The disconnection between the stock market, and which is continuing to go up, and the economy, an absolute free... Actually, no, it's not a free fall. We have no economy. Did you hear the president again? Look, I hate bashing the man, but every time he opens his pie hole, something asinine comes out, and even more asinine than the previous statement. This is him. The fundamentals of our economy are strong. Mr. President, we have no economy. We're shut down. Zero. You understand that? There is no economy. So I don't know what you're looking at, Mr. President. I don't know what you're trying to convince the dumbed down all about, or those that will worship you and lick you in between your dirty toes, no matter what happens. No, we get it. We know we have no economy, Mr. President, okay? Who doesn't understand supply and demand even though you went to Wharton Business School. It's shocking. Yeah. Great deal. Big deal. Thank you, Putin. Thank you, OPEC. Yeah, he praised them, and the deal turned out to be less than zero. Unfreaking real, and I'm going to bash you, Mr. President, because you're a mental midget. I don't care how much money you may make people think you have. We don't even know how much it really is, do we? Oh, he's a billionaire, and he went to Wharton Business School. Duh! Really? That must make him God then, huh? Wow. Look, I get worked up over this because I hate the lies. I don't think the man is capable of telling the truth. None of them are. Again, they all have their strings pulled, but this guy takes the cake because he's been the chosen one for the New World Order. The New World Order, which is not allowing you to think. The New World Order, which is taking away your ability to choose. Are you going to let them get away with it? I bet most of you are. You're going to sit there and just let it happen to you like everyone else. See, people make their own beds and they dig their own graves. Unfortunately, American citizens have been dumbed down deliberately, and they have dug their own graves, and they're going to lay down in them willfully as the dirt gets thrown on their face. That's the way it works in a society of zombies. You understand? That's what we have here. A polarized, by design, society of zombies. And this is a natural order of things, people. You and me, okay, you want to talk about chosen ones? We are the chosen ones here, because this is a natural selection taking place. Those of us with a higher intellect have the best ability to wade through what's coming down the pike here, despite the lies, despite the propaganda, despite the look here, great deals, fundamentally strong. I mean, these are just epic things that are in our face, but that's the way it is. You understand? And those who will stand there and defend, because they have to defend their savior deity. Meanwhile, their savior deity is burying them by design here. This is incredible where we are, people. Anyway, look, very simply, we know what's going to happen before it does. I don't believe that there is a single guy in the world, and if I am wrong, let me know about it, who has explained things to you in the way I have before they have happened. And I've kept you way ahead of this market. I helped you all profit from this market. 5 out of 5 of my last trade alerts and buys have all ripped this market's face off. Okay? Please pay it forward, like I said earlier. I'm no smarter than you are. I'm no better than anyone else on this planet. But I work really, really hard at this. Because why? I feel a responsibility to all of you. I want to give you the best information I possibly can. I want us all to win, continue to win in this twisted, fake, rigged environment, which is going to get monumentally worse. Believe me, people, you're going to lose your freedoms. You're going to lose your liberties. And this test bed right now with Walmart, it's not everywhere. There was an article on Yahoo, like I said. Go to my Twitter feed. Go to any of my social networks. Go to my website, traderschoice.net. There's a nice chat room. I post everything in there. You want to meet some smart people? Go to my chat room. They got it down. You want to learn how to trade this market when I'm not there? Go talk to these people. They know what they're doing, okay? Go to my website, traderschoice.net. Everything you need is there for free. It's all free. Take advantage of it. It's not for me. You know that. So if you're not taking advantage of the resources I give you in this environment, you are missing something very, very big. And I don't want you to miss out on a damn thing. You understand? So anyway, we need to keep our eye on a couple of things. Okay, you know what they are. The fact that crude oil got slaughtered, absolutely decimated today, that is a worry for this market here. They must prop it up. And President Trump, I'm going to give him a little credit here, is working hard to prop it up. He works for us traders. You understand? If the president can manage to prop crude up, he's going to help the Wall Street banks. He's going to help OPEC nations. He's going to help the entire energy sector. And he's going to help traders like you and me. So, Mr. President, I hope you are successful. I mean, come on, I'm kind of half making a joke here. But the president actually does work for me and the rest of the American people, especially us traders. He wants to prop crude up. He wants to throw us all a bone. Good. We're going to take it. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. You understand? Very, very simple. And for those of you who just got offended that I said the president works for us traders, well, who else do you think he works for? You don't think he works for the banks? You don't think he's trying to prop up this market? Duh! Really? Duh! Incredible. That's who he works for. He doesn't work for you. Making me very rich, making my traders very rich, my lions, we're all killing it. All because of him. We've been killing it for years because of him. I told you the stock market would vault higher under President Trump, didn't I? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. I just can't stand the lies. I can't stand the propaganda. I can't stand the new world order, the chosen one here, who is leading us to the slaughter. And now they're taking away your ability to think. They're taking away your ability to choose. Your liberties and freedoms will follow and you will comply. You know how you'll comply? You know why you'll comply? You're probably going, I'm not going to comply. Well, they've already taken away your choice. You realize that? If you were to go to one of these stores here that are now saying you cannot have this because it's not considered essential to you, you have to comply. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to lay down like a sheep, period, the end. I don't care how much you want to rebel against it. The time to rebel is gone. Period. They win. we lose. And you know something? We deserve what we're getting here. We really do, because we all let it happen. It's terrible. It's a horrible thing to see, but that's what we have here. So anyway, going back on track here. Crude oil, they got to prop it up. It's got to be propped up one way or the other. The debt market today, did you see the 10-year yield? Focus on the 10-year yield. Forget about the whole damn curve. You got it? The 10-year yield at one time was dropping, and I was not liking it, and stocks started to follow lower. Still high, but off the highs of the day. Then, boom, 10-year yield came up just a fraction. That was enough to lift the indices yet again. I cannot stress to you how important it is. You want to learn the market, you start with this one tip I'm going to give you now. Watch the 10-year yield. That's it, okay? This is not rocket science, okay? It's just understanding where cash is moving, where it's likely to go. That's it. There's no big mystery to this. You understand? You have to work hard at it. You got to... For me, this is what I do, okay? Again, yes, I watch that 10-year yield, but I also pay attention to little tiny details. What's coming out of the president's mouth? What is he trying to achieve by whatever lie he wants to tell? Or whoever he wants you to look, Larry Kudlow, Peter Navarro. What's going on here with OPEC and Putin? All this stuff weighs together. What's happening to the dollar in relation to other currencies around the world here? What kind of headline news is the market trading off of? You understand? That's why I do this around the clock. And I try to package it all up here in these videos for you, because I promised you from like day one, you will not lose under my watch. People can hate my freaking guts, and that's fine. I know there's a lot of people who do, but there's also a lot of people that love me, and I love them right back. And the truth is, look, he who tells the truth is the most hated man on the planet Earth. I'm not actually sure who said that. It might have been Plato, actually. But I think the truth is what sets us all free as well. Wouldn't you agree? People don't want to hear it. They get angry. They rebel against you. You tell people, you try to explain to people what's really happening, and if it interferes with the imaginary environment that they have created in their own mind, they hate your guts for it. They don't want to hear it. Even if you're handing them things to help better their lives, they don't care. It's like messing with their savior deity, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, all these kinds of people that look towards a president as if he is a god or a king. It's an incredible situation, but this is why we've had kings in the world. People want to be ruled. They want to have things dictated for them. They don't want to think. It takes too much brain power to think. So what do? They take away your ability to think. No, you can't buy these things. No, they're not essential to you. We're making that decision for you. We will decide what is important for you. You understand? Don't worry about it. We'll take care of you. That's the way it is. So you walk away with your tail tucked up between your legs. That's what people are going to do in the new America, in the new world order, and you will comply because you will have your choices made for you. I'm out of here. Love you a lot. Please share the video. See you tomorrow.